So here's a single cartridge with 2 games on it, which either means you're getting great value or a couple loads of poop. Let's find out which. I sure hope it's not poop though, 'cause I can make my own poop just fine, thank you very much. So today we're taking a look at 280 Zzzap and Dodgem, which are a couple of driving, racing, vehicle controlling games for the Astrocade. Let's check out 280 Zzzap first. Now, I don't normally show the manuals for these games, but I really like the artwork on this one, with its great driving perspective and rolling landscape, and while you're playing 280 Zzzap, you can pretend that this is what the game is actually like, 'cause in reality it looks like this. .280 Zzzap was originally an arcade game from Midway. Released in 1976, it probably reminds you of Atari's game from the same year called Night Driver. The name 280 Zzzap came from a promotional tie-in to Datsun's ad campaign for their 280Z automobile. In the arcade, there was an image overlay or underlay of the hood of your car on screen, which is represented on the Astrocade by a couple of overlapping trapezoids. Which is logical, as trapezoids are the most aerodynamic of all the quadrilaterals, as proven by pure conjecture and a silly picture. But this is why all our cars are shaped like trapezoids. The purpose of the game is to drive as fast as possible and cover as much distance as you can within the allotted time, which can be set up to 9 minutes and 99 seconds. The only obstacles are the white poles on the sides of the road. The controls are as simple as can be. Pull the trigger for gas and use the knob to steer, and they work just fine. And the game seems fast and fun, at least until you realize you never actually have to let off the accelerator. It's not quite the easiest game of all time, but it doesn't offer much challenge, or any variety. If you do manage to crash into the white poles, you'll get some goofy message like boom or zork, and while awesome, that's not really enough to recommend playing this game. Luckily, there is another game on this cart, so let's have a look at Dodgem. Dodgem is an overhead racing game, and the goal is the same as 280 Zzzap, but now you get to avoid other cars. I generally enjoy overhead racing games, and I do find some level of enjoyment in this one. The controls are fine, and while much of the time you can hover around the middle of the road and not move much, you will sometimes have to actually slow down and get out of the way of stuff, so that's something. It's not that great of a game, but it does provide me with occasional merriment. I do wonder why pink was chosen for the road color. I mean, the Astrocade has a large color palette, and it's nice to see it get used, but pink? Well... oh, I don't know. I'm not sure that was the best choice. So that's about it, just a quick look at both 280 Zzzap and Dodgem, both of which are games, and both of which are on one cartridge.